Hey, Achim here with Dimov Tax Wealth Management, Investments, and Financial Planning. I thought in honor of the World Cup, I'd do a kind of a fun overview of how World Cup soccer or soccer in general kind of emulates life, especially in the investment world. So I'd have some fun here with a little bit of correlation between my two passions, investments and soccer. So let's start with the hot topic of the day, AI stocks. Everybody wants them in their portfolios. Well, in soccer terms, that would be your Kylian Mbappe, your Erling Haaland, your Lionel Messi, Harry Kane, or Jude Bellingham. Big names, big stars, performing great. Everybody wants them, everybody needs them. But were they enough to win the World Cup? None of them won, so no. You need something more than just your AI stocks. Let's talk about France, the favorites to win the World Cup, right? Well, what went wrong? They had a great attack, and that attack, made them the most favorite. They thought that they maybe could outscore everybody, but in the end, their defense just wasn't strong enough. And so, like a good investment portfolio that's very growth heavy, it's going to look really great until it doesn't. And then if there's a bad market correction, it's going to look really bad. So, sometimes a good attack needs a strong defense. Let's go to England, everybody's favorite, right? Always well-built, great players, great attack. But in the end, they just make people feel a little bit empty. So in investment terms, I correlate that to like getting ready to retire, and then the market crashes and you lose half of your money, like in 2008. So, wow, what happened? Well, just like English soccer, you were well built, and now you're just going to have to wait a little bit longer for the maturity to come back, for the investments to rebound, and maybe you can't retire right when you want, can't have a World Cup right when you want, but we have to wait. We have to wait for the recovery. We have to wait for the rebound, just like England has to wait for their next chance. Germany, yes, horrible showing yet again, but I got a little bit of what I wanted, which is a new coach. In investment terms, that's very easy. That's a second opinion. I preach second opinion in investment portfolios all the time. You need a second opinion every once in a while, and I'm thankful that the German soccer team has a well-established advisor coming in to take over the team and rebuild it the way it needs to be. Argentina, let's say Argentina is a good, solid, strong team, much like a bond portfolio. Very consistent, consistently earning interest and stable. But not a lot of growth, not a lot of attack, not a lot of, in the end, result. A bond portfolio will give you the income you need, but it won't grow as much as a bond portfolio that also has a little bit of that growth stock, a little bit of stock overall. It's better attack. So very solid Argentina, but in the end, they just couldn't score enough to get to where they wanted to get. Which leads us to the victor of World Cup soccer, Spain. Why? Simple. Very well built from the back to the front. A good solid base on defense that allowed the midfield to kind of counterattack and take risks when they needed to, and help feed an attack. So it was a well-balanced, well-allocated team, much like a good portfolio investment allocation that is built for long-term stable consistency. And in the end, they didn't deter from their overall plan. They stuck to it, and they got the result they wanted. So, World Cup soccer meshed together. I hope you enjoyed it, and let us know if you ever have any questions. We're happy to help.